This module will review the user key functions within the Salto Pro Access system. So under the user record, if I open up a user record here, you see on the left-hand side a series of checkboxes. And this list will vary depending upon which configuration options are turned on in your system. But basically, these are the standard user key functions related to each individual user. The first one on the top is use extended opening time. This basically is indicating that for this particular credential or user, we want to use the extended opening time versus the standard opening time. By default, the standard opening time is generally set around 5 to 6 seconds, and the extended opening time is set at around 10 seconds. So for persons that are less mobile and need a little bit more time to actuate the opening, that would be the purpose for its use. The next one down below is override privacy. There are other modules that discuss the privacy mode on the system, but basically if I've used the privacy push button or the deadbolt on the lock set and I have override privacy, the lock will indicate to me when I present my card that the lock is in privacy mode, but it will then open. So that's what override privacy is all about. The next one down is override lockdown, which basically says that if I put an online lock set or wall reader in the lockdown mode, that the card will continue to function as normal. Normally, lockdown mode filters off users that do not have this checkbox activated. Setting lockdown, that's a function that's used with the AMOC lock, which is a very unique lock. Most users won't have this available on their deal, but it allows them to lock down the door from inside the room without the necessity of opening it on an AMOC lock. The next one that you see checked here is Office. Office is the ability to lock and unlock a door or an opening at the reader, similar to the classroom function that you would have with a mechanical key on a lever set. So I can unlock it at the beginning of the day and relock it at the end of the day. That's basically what that is. The next one is anti-passback. Anti-passback is a function that's used most commonly for things like parking applications where you really only want to allow the person to go in and come back out, so that we don't allow them to consecutively do the same thing. So they can't come in twice in a row. We're looking for the person to read in and then read out before they're allowed to read in again. That's what anti-passback is. And lastly, we have audit openings on the key. That should be checked always. That basically just says I want to make sure that we carry the audit trail on the credential itself as we go forward. And those are the user key functions within the Salto Pro Access system to date.